Hello equestrians and adventure fans, my name is Alyssa and I am on a quest to ride every breed.
Once a year off the coast of Virginia, the world-famous Chincoteague ponies swim across a saltwater channel between two barrier islands. For the 100th anniversary of the swim, record-breaking crowds have gathered to witness this unique equestrian tradition. I've been invited by the International Chincoteague Pony Association, and I'll be staying with an incredible group of women as we follow the herd and experience Pony Penning Week. During this historic event, I will be riding my 150th breed, and my quest horse is a direct descendant of the legendary Misty of Chincoteague.
Yeah, there's the humidity on the camera. Oh, that's so cool to see the Cowboys there. So are those the horses they'll be using to gather? Yep. It is time for the 2025 Chincoteague Beach Walk. The ponies have just been spotted. You're gonna make it home before we do.
The bike's the only way to travel the Chincoteague Beach Walk. This is the way to do it, folks. Otherwise, you're sitting in this long line of cars. Loving it. Bye.
Bye! The ponies are all here in the pens. They'll be doing vet checks on them and they're moving some of the ponies around. Some of the young foals will actually get trailered over, so they won't be doing the swim, which is nice just to make sure that they are watching out for the safety of the foals. So it's really cool to see how many mares and foals are here. I didn't quite expect to see this many foals, but with 100 foals born for the 100-year celebration, which is just how crazy cool is that? This is the home of the Beebe family, and it really feels like a piece of true American history right here. A lot of really passionate supporters helped to save this place. It's now preserved as a little museum where you can see the kitchen that Misty stayed in during the storm. You can hear the stories, and then you think about the connection that so many different people all around the world have with the books that Marguerite Henry wrote and the story of Paul and Lorraine Beebe. And this was a place that they would have been in when they were kids. This is the land they would have ridden around on. What a cool thing to be here.
So back in history, we go back to before the fire department even existed, and people on Chincoteague had roundups. They had livestock that needed to be maintained, you had care that needed to happen, horses needed to be rounded up and branded or some sold. They also had cattle over on Chincoteague, and they had pigs and sheep, and so it was a much different world 200 years ago. So the history of penning here, to me, is really special. Families would get together, they planned their whole summers around these roundups, and they called it homecoming. So the firemen come up with an event, that mirrors this celebration that's been going on for hundreds of years. So it's really kind of this incredible journey. We had 2 devastating fires during 1920 and 1924, right in the downtown. That's what set them on the course to having a fire department and using pony penning as a means to make some money. So that's why it's 1920, 1924. 1925 is your first Fireman's Carnival.
Wow.
So Marguerite Henry, she hears about pony penning. She has no experience in coastal Virginia whatsoever, but it certainly sounds exciting. I mean, Wild West roundup on the beaches off the coast of Virginia, and the firemen rounding them up on horseback. Miss Molly's is a bed and breakfast in town. It was really owned by a woman named Molly. Molly and Marguerite, instant friendship, and it's Molly who said, if you're going to write a story about pony penning and this island, you have to go down Ridge Road and meet Clarence Beebe. He's a stockman. He raises Chincoteague ponies. He's involved in the fire department. To be fair, he owns more ponies than the fire department. Go down and meet him. Also living on the farm is Maureen and Paul. They are their grandchildren. Here's a photograph of Maureen the day that Marguerite first met her, and that is picture perfect.
Oh.
She's just so cute.
Oh my God.
And this is also a picture of Misty from the first day that Marguerite Henry saw her. This is a photograph. Both of these were taken by Wesley Dennis.
Whoa.
I mean, I'd fall in love with her too. Look at
No
her
kidding,
cutie
right?
look at those eyelashes. She's adorable. Cute little swath of hair up there. So she comes here. Wesley Dennis is with her. That's another great little tidbit to the story. And they just fall in love with the place and the people. And she writes this amazing book that is still, so loved today. And then this is the kitchen. This is where Misty actually was during the storm of '62. Water's rising. The entire town needed to be evacuated. Helicopters were brought in to airlift people off the island. Misty was pregnant. What to do? You can't leave her in the barn, so they bring her to the highest elevation available, the kitchen. Bring her in through the steps into the kitchen. They blocked off the kitchen to the rest of the house with their dining room table. Put water in the sink, put hay out here for her, and hope for the best. And of course, the storm was over in 3 days, but not before destruction. It was devastating. It was 6 feet of standing water on the island for 3 days, and most livestock perished. After 3 days, they did come to check on her, and she was in labor, so they took her to a vet in Kokomoke, and she did safely have the foal. Had a nationwide contest to name the foal, and I think it was a 2nd grade class came up with Stormy, so that seems appropriate.
It is appropriate. I need to get one ticket.
One ticket?
Yes. I'm only allowed to buy one.
I won't tell.
Yeah, well, I need to stick with one. It only takes one to win. Exactly.
There you go. And get your change. Drawing is Wednesday night, 7:30.
Is this a lucky ticket?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Okay, because I'm going around the world and I'm riding every breeder horse, and the Chincoteague pony is breed number 150. So if I go home with one, that would actually be really, really cool.
That would be great.
Okay, ladies, which one of us is going to win?
I know it only takes one, but I bought 20. She bought 20. I've got 11 now, so.
It's like a true pony adventure. It's what time is it? 4:34 in the morning. And we are walking. Can't even see us, can we? Nope. Oh yeah, here we are. Hey! It is time for the pony swim. I probably shouldn't yell because everybody's sleeping. He's probably already there. That's true. Ooh, some spots are deep. I'm currently feeling very grateful for Rebekah telling me to bring shoes that are old that I can throw away. All right, Rebekah found us the perfect spot. Are you excited? 100-year pony swim. I know. Oh my gosh.
Out of 35 years I've been doing this, never been stuck.
Woo!
In the Commonwealth of Virginia, and I welcome all participants and visitors to this historic celebration on Virginia's Eastern Shore.
Ponies have made it. This is 100 years that they have been doing this swim. Hello, good, how are you?
Happy. It's bright and cheery.
Amazing to be here.
First time?
It's my first time for the pony
Is it
swim.
really?
Yeah.
I love to ride, but the ride and the people is what it's all about. And of course, it's great that we get to be involved in such a great thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How long have you been?
Since 87.
87.
38 years.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah. This whole thing is like a big family reunion. I know. It's just unique, fun, and I got over here by total accident, and I've loved every minute of it. Going to the auction.
Going to the auction. I bought a raffle ticket for tonight, and I'm going to the auction tomorrow. So.
Take that right hand, let go of that, go like this. Don't forget to use it tomorrow. Don't forget.
We're walking to be able to see the ponies as they come through town and into the carnival grounds. They get about 45 minutes to rest and graze before starting the parade. We are at the Carnival grounds. The ponies have made it. Tomorrow is going to be the auction, but tonight there is going to be a special raffle, and I did purchase one ticket, so it is the first foal that's not a buyback foal to cross and actually get to the land, and so they're going to raffle off that foal this evening. We'll see who wins. Pony raffle is about to start. Everyone here is waiting to see if they're gonna win King Neptune. Oh, that one looks pretty special.
This one. This
yeah.
looks like one of my apples.
Grab it.
Woo!
Which color horse would you like?
Bridget said she was gonna win a pony, and she did! Thank you. I'm trying to find one that's not angry. It is the morning of the pony auction. We got here 2 hours ahead of the auction, and there was a huge line outside waiting to be let in, and there are so many people here. I don't know how many of them are here to bid on ponies and how many are just here to observe, but this is a lot of people.
Before the auction starts, it's time to meet the Chincoteague Pony Drill Team.
Hello, my name is Amelia Guy. I ride Misty's Moonshine, and I've been on the drill team for about 2 years now.
Hi, my name is Jordan Penland. I ride Misty's Irish Mist, and I've been on the team for 4 years.
Hi, I'm Olivia Wheatley. I ride Misty's Heart of the Storm, and I've been riding on the drill team for 3 years.
Founded in 1996 by Kendy Allen, this is the world's only drill team made up entirely of Chincoteague ponies. This group of dedicated equestrians set out to showcase the breed, and over the years, that's exactly what they've done. Performing everywhere from the Kentucky Horse Park to Equitana, and even live on the Today Show.
We're ready for ponies anytime. Let's rock and roll. Chestnut filly, 321.25. First seat, 321, 325. On the filly. Here we go now. We're going to get $1,000 as starters. We're going to get 5 here. We're going to get 5. We're going to get 1,000, 5,000, 6,000, 5,000, 6,000. 31.5. 31.5. 31.5. 32. And I've sold the first 5 back. That's what it's all about. Sold at 21,500. Sold at 21,500. Sold at 80, 46,000. 46,000. Sold at 70. He's 50,000, 51,000. Anyone else? All in. All done. A new record take home. New record price for a take home. The First Lady of Virginia, Susan Yunkin, bought that pony. Yeah. Sold at 80, 6,200, 6,200. But he was $60, $700 on him, 65, 7. That's 65, 67 here, 7 here, 6,700, 65, 67. And 50,000, 51 out, and 1 to get 51 out, 79,000. 80,000. 90. 91. 92. 95. 100 years. 100 foals. 100,000.
We've seen the roundups, the beach walk, the pony swim, the parade through town, and just finishing up with the auction where foals found new homes. Hello, you. What would you like people to know about the Chincoteague pony?
I would like them to know that they are super ponies and they can do about anything that you need them to do, and they will always be there for you.
A thing that I would like people to know about Chincoteague ponies is that they're very honest, they will always please you, and they come in all different shapes and sizes, and they're just the perfect little pony.
I would like them to know how versatile they are. They've done so many great things and they're very talented.
So who will I be riding?
Great-great-granddaughter Misty.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you.
Here she is. This is Misty's Morning Glory.
Oh.
She has one blue eye, one brown eye.
Very cool. Good girl. Oh my goodness. It's been amazing to meet and see the breed, and to actually be here during Pony Penning Week is incredible. This is a descendant of the amazing Misty. I'm very excited to ride.
For generations, people have connected with these ponies, and somehow this story has become so much more than a book. Over the past week, I've seen this connection and this meaning for so many different people. They know the stallions. They've watched the mares grow up and have foals of their own. They know their life stories. For many, being here is about a childhood dream of finally bringing a piece of this legend home. And as those foals head to their new lives off the island, the story continues growing with every new family they join. This isn't just something you watch, It's something you become a part of. And getting to be here, riding a descendant of Misty as my 150th breed, is something I will never forget.